some Anzac action today. This is round 6, and we're going to do a little skirmish battle here. We are playing the long game. Schulte's got a interconnected, I forget what it's called, mutually supporting system, where he's able. Philippines is such a good location. The map favors the Axis. The sea bases favor the Axis. Everything favors the Axis. But we are going to move our transports into 54, which also is a great spot. With the only thing it lacks is it doesn't have a factory, which just blows and doesn't make sense. Okay, anyways, so here we go. We had some troops in northwest Persia, moved them down here. We purchased sub infantry and a artillery. And let's do a little skirmish battle. Hopefully we get lucky, don't lose anything, and we convoy. I'm trying to make sure that this force, which can reach this force, does not want to. So I want to send some subs out, but I'm not sure I'm there yet. So I think I'm going to pull that sub back as much as I want to. I need some pure numbers. I did pick up this infantry from New Zealand, and I'm going to place them into Queensland. So we've got pure numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then these two will come back 14, 15. So 15 versus the 2 and the 4, 6, 9, 12. And then sometimes they can do an exchange where some fighters on the carriers can move and land somewhere else. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not possible in this game. In this turn, can I do it from here? 1, 2, 3, and again, the answer is no. If he had carriers in the wings, like over here, they could move into this spot right here and then pick them up. But there's no extra carriers. This is his main battle fleet. And so he is doing a lot with a little. So he is he's still fighting a fierce battle in China, but won with some great luck here. So he is doing more than he should be allowed to do. I sent so many planes. Just took out that Rostov force last turn. I built so many planes of the Americans, Lend-Lease kind of thing. And that cost the Pacific. But the Pacific is back with a huge fleet here and an even bigger fleet here. So by this time, this balance that he has in the Anzac, of course, are going to be the ones taking over the islands, as well as transport here and transport there. So this little balancing act he's got going on is going to quickly tumble over. This Jenga tower is going to fall because he's going to be overwhelmed. And Zach wins without a loss. That's nice. And we're going to fly this bomber onto India just to give a number. We just need more numbers right here as these reinforcements pour into China. He's looking for a win. I don't think he's got a win up here. I think this is a fairly balanced area, especially when my reinforcements are so close. And he's being bombed as well as attacked by rockets. So I think that this is somewhat balanced. I could be wrong there. My planes, I'm building planes every time so I can get these planes all to him with long-range aircraft. This, I thought this was going to break at some point in time. It hasn't. He could move this entire force over to Burma, but if he does that, Japan is wide open. I mean, completely wide open, and I think that would be a problem. I mean, it's open right now. 3 super subs and those forces versus the Japanese. So I think this is a tight game, but I may be getting the edge. Who knows? Let's fly those back. And we will put this guy here. And I'll do, I'm going to bring a sub, put a sub in there, as well as, oops, no factory, thanks. Right there. So now we are building this landing force. Make it 18 bucks, about meeting the same as Italy, a little more than Italy. The French are done with politics. Nothing. French can't do anything. Where's my active units? Oh, my active units. There we go. All right, so we will move this one north. Um, these right here are self-propelled artillery, so they will effectively do the same thing. I completely forgot that I can use the factory here to move 3 spaces, not 2. That was. We're not going to use rails next time, although it helps me down here. It helps him obviously so much more. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's just axis advantage again. So we're not going to do that. Normally speaking, I would want to leave these open, but I just need to destroy the Italian income. This is way too high. If we look here, 154 is usually critical. Now we do have tech in this game, which changes the math, but this is 10 higher than I want it for sure. And then production is too close, and this number is being reduced, obviously, and this number is way too tight as well. So at some point in time, those numbers, he doesn't have to buy a Navy. I mean, doesn't have to buy a Navy. He is buying Navy as the Japanese, but remember where this came where I have not been able to figure out, and I should be doing this. I should be buying a Navy and a Marine with every one of these things, but I think we'll get rid of Marines. I haven't been able to find it on I think it's in balance mode, but I don't have balance mode up, and I'd have to fight the computer. So that's a problem. Because every one of these ships could be carrying a Marine. So I'm a little frustrated by that. And of course, he's got super duper mobility with his transports as well as every one of his destroyers carrying an infantry. So, I mean, if all my destroyers could carry infantry, I think that would be probably a fix to my common sense version of the house rules. So that is a possibility. Then I would, just buy a bunch of destroyers and be able to fan out throughout the whole Pacific. As it is, it's all advantage axis. So fixing these games is a lot harder than anybody thinks. Normally, people are like, "Oh yeah, fix the game." It's hard. It's getting the right balance is insanely difficult. I do not want him attacking this unit, so let's throw one of those in. I want him, if he wants to send some planes there or some mechs there, let's destroy those boys. 5, 9, 10, 11. Let's see some Japanese fall down. Is that what I want to do? Not sure. He does that, and suddenly this opens up for offensive capabilities, right? So pretty soon India is going to roar back. I do want him to have to fully commit. Unfortunately, I don't get very lucky, but and all of his jet fighters throw 4s, and of course those throw 4s as well. So that's 7 4s and 9 2s, and I think he's got advanced mech. So these all roll a 2. So it totally takes away the tech currently in the game is taking away every advantage the Axis allies have. in the sense that these roll at 2, right? So the problem is that these roll, the mechs roll at 2. In the German side, everything that a self-propelled artillery is associated with rolls at a 2. So there's no advantage in defense. So it's all assault instead of the the assault side has the advantage, and the defense does not. That's why I took these infantry out and threw away a bunch of planes, because each of these really attacks at a 2, so they're just as valuable as a artillery, and in some senses they boost artillery to a 3. If you left the infantry at a 1, they really boost the artillery to a 3. So you've got a $4 3, or you've got a $7 2 and 2, 2 dice for $7. 2 dice at two, $7. All right. Anyways, we're just goofing off now. Trying to decide whether I want to do that. He's likely to have. It all depends on how many rolls. How many rolls will he destroy me? So if he brings this in, I think I go 2 rounds. 7, no, 5, 7, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19, he probably hits 3 here, and he hits 7, probably hits 5. So 5 and 3 is 8. So he might go 3 rounds. This thing might kill 3 units. I'm going to do that. All right. Just make sure there are no active units. All right, that's it. All right, Crack 36. Let me do a recap. 2 French infantry in London, 3 in Tunisia, 1 in Iraq, 1 in Persia, 1 fighter in Shensi, Anzac, 2 in Persia, 1 bomber in India, 1 sub in 42, 2 subs, 2 fighters, 1 transport in 54, 1 sub and 1 transport in 62, infantry artillery in New South Wales, infantry artillery anti-aircraft in Queensland. And that is, income is at 18 for Anzac. Germany is up. Let me save the game. Let's do Anzac. All right, crack it out.